Hi everyone, I'm Adra. Welcome to your yoga practice. So today we have a nice practice to de-stress, unwind the body. We'll do some nice stretches and there'll be a little bit of strengthening and breath work. So we'll get started. Make sure you're nice and comfortable so you can cross your legs or sit back on your heels and start to take some circles with the torso. Just waking up that torso, the spine. This should feel good. There's really no right or wrong. You're welcome to close the eyes if that helps you. Turn your attention inward and circle the other way. And bring yourself back to center. We'll bring the right ear towards the right shoulder. Keep your shoulders really relaxed here. And reach your left fingertips down towards the ground. So you can stay right here, or if you'd like, you'll take the right arm behind your back and go ahead and grab onto the inner line of that left arm. You might give that arm just a very gentle tug downwards. So that'll give you a little extra stretch here. If that feels like too much, just release the right arm, no problem. And then bring your chin towards the center of the chest. Release your arms and lift the head up. And we'll go to the other side, left ear to left shoulder. Again, keeping those shoulders nice and relaxed. Feel free to bring that right hand down. Maybe the left arm goes behind the back and grabs a hold of that right arm and just giving that right arm a very gentle tug downwards. That'll give you just a little bit more stretch there in the neck. And slowly bring the chin towards the center of the chest, release the arms, and lift the head back up. Give ourselves a little bit of a massage here. So taking your hands just kind of above the ears, a little like eyebrow height, and you're going to give yourself a little massage here. So if you want to find this muscle or temporalis muscle, you can always bite down a little bit. So just clench the jaw just for a second, and you'll feel the muscle bulge a little bit. And then relax your jaw and massage. So this should feel good. So if this suddenly inspires you to massage somewhere else, feel free to do that. We're just gonna do this for a minute and then we'll get moving again. Give yourself these few moments of self-care, of self-love. Feel free to stay up here. Or if you want, go ahead and move right in front of the ears. You'll feel that jaw joint. So if you open your mouth, you'll feel it move, and you'll just massage a little bit there. Very gentle. It doesn't matter what movements you make, it should just feel good. And go ahead and release, relax. We'll come to hands and knees now. So bringing your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Stretch your right leg back behind you and bring the ball of the foot down. Reach the heel back so you stretch out your calf for a second here. Actively push your hands down into the mat. Feel free to stay right here, or if it feels okay, keep your left foot pointed and lift your hips like you're going into kind of a one-legged down dog, giving yourself a stretch just for a second. And lowering back down. Switching sides, lower your right knee. First, we'll get that calf stretch. Left leg stretches back, ball of the foot down. Stay here or keep that right foot pointed so you get that stretch at the top of the foot, and then lift those hips up into that one-legged down dog. And lower yourself back down. Inhale, reach your right arm up, twist open to the right. Exhale, thread your right arm underneath your left. Bring your shoulder and your ear down towards the mat. So you can keep your left palm down, or if you prefer, you could walk your left fingertips towards the front of the mat. So whatever feels better. Couple of breaths. Keep anchoring your attention to what's happening in your body and to your breath. So as thoughts show up, keep coming back to the body. Go ahead and gently unwind. And we'll switch sides. Inhale, reach that left arm up, twist open to the left. Exhale, thread the arm through. Shoulder and ear find the mat. And again, yogi's choice. You can keep that right hand there by your face or walk the hand forward towards the front of the mat. Whatever feels better today. And really acknowledging every day is different. So one day it might feel good to be in a certain position, and another day something else works better. Last breath or two. And gently unwind, coming back to hands and knees. Go ahead and let your hands shift just a little bit forward so they're a little ahead of the shoulders. And tuck the toes under. We'll move forward or up and back down from down dog. So from this position, down dog, and then back. So hovering the knees. We'll inhale, lift up, down dog. Exhale, come back down. Either lower the knees all the way down or hover. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, coming back down. Hover or bring the knees down. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you lower. A few more times here, follow your breath. Next time your hips are up and you're down dog, go ahead and pause. Maybe pedal out the feet for a second here. And then pause, find stillness. Starting with the left leg. Inhale that left leg up, bend the knee, open up the hip just for a second. Find that nice stretch. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over wrists. Step the foot forward, come all the way up, high crescent lunge. So back heel is lifted, torso comes all the way up. Grab a hold of your right wrist with your left hand and take a nice side bend to the left, opening up that right rib cage. Come back to center, and we'll open up warrior two. Pivot that right foot down so the foot is parallel-ish to the back edge of the mat. Arms open out to this side. Inhale, straighten the front leg, reach both arms up. And exhale back to your warrior two. Inhale as you lift. And exhale as you lower. A few more times here, follow your breath. Next time you're in warrior two, pause for a moment. Flip your left palm to face up, reverse your warrior. Reach that left arm up and back, getting a nice side stretch just for a second. Then windmill the hands all the way forward to the front of the mat. Step back to a plank. Exhale, bend your elbows back, chaturanga, yogi push-up. Inhale, cobra, stretching the front of the body, shoulders out of the ears. Exhale, lifting all the way up, downward facing dog. So before rushing to the second side, pause, notice what's happening with your body right now. How do you feel? Do you feel a difference right to left? Inhale your right leg up. Bend the knee, open up the hip just for a second here. Feel that stretch. Exhale, knee to nose. Step the foot all the way forward, high crescent lunge. All 10 toes face forward, back heel is lifted. Hug your right hip back. Soften the shoulders. We'll find our side stretch. Grab your left wrist with your right hand and side bend to the right. As you're bending to the side, you might find when you inhale, you get a slightly more intense stretch. Lift yourself all the way back up to center. Warrior two. Pivot your left foot down. So now that left foot is parallel to the back edge of the mat. Right knee is bent. Your right ankle is about intersecting your back arch if you're looking for that position. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Reach both arms up. Exhale back to your warrior two, nice and strong. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhale back down. A few more times here, follow your breath. So don't worry too much about my speed. You do what your body is asking you to do. Next time you're in warrior two, pause. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Reach that right arm up and back. Holding for a moment. And windmill the hands all the way forward to the front of the mat. Step back to a plank. This time we lower all the way down to the belly. However you want to come down, it's totally fine. And once you're down, go ahead and prop yourself up onto your elbows. Sphinx pose. So elbows are underneath the shoulders, arms are parallel if that's possible. And then just watch that you're not sinking down, so you're not like a turtle in its shell. You're pushing those forearms down, you're lifting up, so you have nice space here for your neck. If it feels okay on the body, take some really gentle head circles, one direction. If full circles doesn't feel good, go ahead and take half circles instead. Go the other direction. Keep actively pushing those forearms down. So as we stay in this position longer, there's a tendency to start to sink. So keep pushing those forearms down. And make your way back to center. Lower yourself all the way down to the belly. You can use your hands as a pillow for your head. You can either bring your cheek down or your forehead down. And just let yourself release. Let yourself soften into the mat. Feeling some movement here in the belly. So as you inhale, you might feel your body almost pushing into the mat. And as you exhale, you might find that your body sinks down a little, softens. Just another few moments here. And go ahead and now lift your head up. Sweep your arms back behind you. You can interlace the fingers or simply reach your arms back. It's whatever's more comfortable. Let your chest lift and then float your legs. Holding for a few breaths, trying to lift those thighs up, lift the chest. And again, you have the option to interlace if that feels good. Watching your neck here so you're not cranking the neck up. So the back of the neck is pretty long, so there's a slight curve. Gently release. Plant the palms right underneath the shoulders and push yourself all the way up, down dog. Moving into a pigeon. Don't rush this. Float your right leg up. You'll bend the right knee and bring that right knee towards your right elbow. From here, so just a little strengthening. You're trying to get that right foot a little to the left. So instead of it being kind of right on that right side, the right foot goes to the left. And then you'll lower all the way down. So that right knee matches up with that right wrist. Right foot is to the left. Shimmy that left leg back. And go ahead and sit yourself back. So if it would be more comfortable to sit up on a pillow or a blanket or a block, please feel free to go ahead and grab something for yourself so you're supported. Feel free to stay up tall onto your fingertips or gently come down onto the forearms. You can use fists for a forehead pillow. You're also welcome to come all the way down. So finding what works for you, find what feels good. And then once you've found your position, pay attention to the sensations in your body. Does the stretch change with time? Do any emotions or feelings show up when you're in this position? So yoga is your time to connect with yourself and connect with your body. So really allow yourself to be present with whatever shows up. Couple more breaths. Now take your time here. There's no rush. So transitions are just as important as the poses. Start to lift yourself up. Coming up onto the hands maybe. Tuck the back toes. You have options. You can go to down dog or hands and knees, whatever feels better. Hands and knees or down dog, and go ahead and shake it out. So just releasing whatever tension is there. Sometimes it feels good to circle the ankle just because we've been putting a lot of pressure on that leg. And then if you're at hands and knees, go ahead and meet us in down dog so we can find the other side. Again, take your time here. Lift that left leg, and then bring your left knee over to that left elbow. And that left foot is trying to go to the right. So it doesn't have to go very far, but you're trying, you're working here. Keep actively pushing those palms down. Left knee to the left foot to the right. And then slowly start to lower down so that left knee goes right by that left wrist. That left foot is over to the right. Shimmy that right foot all the way back. Take your time here. And you can always play with where your foot is, so it could always move closer to you or a little further from you. Just depends on your body. And again, you're welcome to stay tall if that's better. You could sit on something if that feels better. You can come down onto the forearms. Maybe give yourself a pillow for your forehead or go lower. Doesn't matter, as long as you're listening to what your body needs today. And just recognizing that every day is different. Unclench your jaw. refocus your attention on the sensations in your body and on your breath. And if your mind starts to wander, just notice where it goes. What are the habits of your mind? Few more breaths. Taking your time here. Slowly lift your torso up, coming up onto those hands. Just paying attention to your body and the sensations as you move out, either going to down dog or hands and knees. Again, yogi's choice. You can pedal it out or shake it out, circle the ankle, whatever your body needs here. And from here, we'll all come down towards seated. So if you're in down dog, go ahead and walk your feet forward a little bit. And then bend those knees, come down to seated. Use your hands, come down however you'd like, doesn't matter. If you were at hands and knees, you can always just swing your legs forward. So finding a nice seat here with your legs in front of you. Go ahead and flex your feet and bend your knees. That way you can get your spine really long. On your inhale, reach your arms up, get your torso nice and long. Almost imagine someone's grabbing your rib cage and pulling you up. Inhale. And then exhale, hinge forward. Get this belly to thigh connection and then bring your hands towards your feet. So this should feel nice. You should feel supported here. Option to stay here and let your head release and relax down. If you want, and there's no rush, you can slowly start to straighten out those legs. Now, don't worry if they get all the way straight or not. And if you want, try and keep that belly to thigh connection. And of course, though, this is your practice and your time. So if you want to have that gap between your chest and the thighs, that's totally fine. Feel free to let that head go if that feels okay on the neck. Focus on nice, slow breaths. Last breath here. Slowly roll yourself back up and bend your knees. Make your way onto your back. However you want to come down is totally fine. Just pause, give yourself a little sigh of relief here once you're down. And pull your right knee into your chest and let your left leg go long down the mat. So give that right knee a nice squeeze. Then we'll find a twist. Take the right knee over to the left side of the body. Reach that right arm out to the side. So finding a nice twist. So you're almost stacking that right hip on top of the left. Head and neck, do whatever is comfortable. Just here for a few breaths. So don't worry too much if your right knee is off the ground or if your right shoulder is off the ground. So everybody's different. And come back to center. Recenter your hips if they've shifted a little bit. And pull your left knee into your chest. Let the right leg go long. Give it a nice squeeze. And find your twist, crossing that left knee over to the right, left arm out into a T position. Again, don't worry too much if your knee is off the ground. Just let yourself enjoy this stretch. And gently unwind, come back to center. Pull your knees into your chest. And rock a little side to side or draw some circles with your knees here. Just massage out your back. Go the other way if you're drawing circles. And then finding center. Pull the knees in, give yourself a nice hug. So wrap your arms around your shins, maybe lift your shoulders and your head, give yourself a squeeze, maybe kiss your knees. And then release, let go. Shavasana, your final resting pose. So feel free to let your legs go long. Make sure you're nice and comfortable. If that hurts your back, you can always keep your knees bent, so that's totally fine. So today for your Shavasana, go ahead and let your hands rest on your body. So if you can, maybe one hand to the chest and one to the belly, or if you prefer, both can go to the belly. Let your body release here. Feel the breath moving into your palms. So as you inhale, there might be an expansion, a pressing out into the hands. Then as you exhale, a softening away from the palms. With each exhale, letting the body soften a little bit more, releasing into the mat. If it's helpful for you, you can add some words to your breathing, so just in your head. As you inhale, in your head saying the word let. As you exhale, saying the word go. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. Let go. Let go. So if this is where you need to be, you can stay here longer. You can just pause the video and keep breathing. If you need to get on with your day, invite some movement into the body, maybe wiggling the fingers and the toes, maybe letting your head gently sway. And then bending your knees, rolling over to one side. Doesn't matter which side. Just pause for a second. Fetal position. Let yourself feel supported by the ground. supported by your breath. And press yourself up to seated. So any seat you'd like. Just pausing for another moment. Palms touch in front of your heart. Thank yourself for taking time to take care of your mind and your body. Namaste. Thanks, everyone.